reminiscing about music of the past and how things are so different now. And that's also the way it is with retirement. Things have changed over the years. For instance, there's some changes happening with the government. Dolph, a few minutes ago, you talked about the Secure Act and where that stands right now. It's not a done deal, but likely to pass in some way, shape, or form. I've also heard that the Securities and Exchange Commission has approved a new standard of conduct for stockbrokers to make sure that they're acting in their clients' best interest. Chairman Jay Clayton told CNBC that the old rules really left too much room for interpretation.
It wasn't clear enough that when someone was telling you, hey, you've got a lot of money in your 401k, you've saved it for 30 years, this is what you should do with it. It wasn't clear that that advice, whether you go into a brokerage account, an investment advisory account, was covered by our standards of conduct. That's one of the most critical decisions an investor makes, and that needs to be covered.
Dolph, since you're a financial professional, would love to know what you think about these rules, because regular folks were wondering, are they going to be good for us? Or is this just more unnecessary regulation?
Oh, I just popped a few balloons in excitement because I think this is an absolutely great thing.
Oh, okay.
In this industry, I am 100%, 1,000% on board with them checking into this standard of conduct. And I mean, there's individuals out there and that they don't explain the fee structure. They don't explain how the moving parts work and so forth. I mean, people come in and they say, I didn't realize I had to pay that much in fees. I didn't realize I had this much in cost. And I think it's wonderful. There's an individual out there who says, I hate annuities and this is why. And quote unquote, he said in USA Today is, I'd rather die before I put anybody's money into an annuity. Well, guess what annuities do, Kristen? When you're signing up for an annuity, they have a thing called a suitability form.
Okay.
The suitability form is generally anywhere from 2 to 5 pages long. It's a background of yourself to see if you qualify to actually put your money in the annuity first. And it's a way of the insurance company protecting you to make sure this is the right thing for you. Brokerage accounts, you can walk into a brokerage dealer and say, hey, I want to buy 1,000 shares of blank. And they're going to say, well, they're not going to ask you any questions. They're just going to take it and say, okay, here's my fee and so forth. So I think doing the best interest of the client thing is, they already do it for a lot of advisors, but putting it in the hands of the stockbrokers and these other people who are handling, mind you, billions and billions of dollars on a daily basis.
Wow, that's a lot of power there.
Yes, and people don't want to lose money.
Right.
And I've seen it a lot of times. We had it recently happen, unfortunately, in Charlotte, where we had an advisor who no longer is with us in the city because they didn't do what was right for the client. And that's where options come into play. And that's where I love when they have a standard of conduct. Because, I mean, I worked with 27 different companies in the last 3 years, 19 alone last year, looking out for the client. I'm not bloating myself by any means, shape, or form, but it's giving you different opportunities to make sure, are you looking for your money for liquidity? Are you looking for safety? Are you looking for growth? Are you looking for income? Are you looking for legacy planning? There's not a one-size-fits-all scenario for anything. And holding people responsible, because they're the ones that you're working with, they're the ones you're choosing to trust with your financial future, is, to me, exciting and very professionally perfect.
On behalf of Dolph Janis and the entire team at Clear Income Strategies, thank you so much for making the Income Strategy Show a part of your weekend here on News 1110 and 99.3 WBT.